that we need to pay attention, motherfuckers. We are paying attention. What are we missing? Tell me. Hey everybody, Colton here, and the fourth and final, yes, final character-based teaser for Avengers Doomsday has officially dropped. Now, why do I say final? Well, if you caught my video from earlier today, I mentioned the debut of the Doomsday Clock live stream, the one that we've seen at the end of each of these teasers, that same clock. And I say teasers with some reluctance because we'll talk about this here in a second, but the Russos, they came out today and they said that, oh, these aren't teasers, they aren't trailers, they're stories, they're clues, whatever. We'll get to that in a second. Anyway, we have a question from Kyle that he sent into the askcoltonnow@gmail.com mailbag. Hey Colton, do you think we're going to get another trailer leak today after the official release of trailer 4? Okay, so I thank you for that question, Kyle. I think Kyle's alluding to the fact that we were kind of seeing that when the official trailer dropped online, that's because it had finished its run in theaters. And then what we had been seeing is when that trailer, the previous trailer, finished its theater run, the next trailer would then be starting for its theater run for the week. And so what was happening was it seemed like it was clockwork and it seemed more coordinated than it really was. It made some people think that, oh, Marvel's behind the leaks. No, really, it's just the trailer is one of the trailers. They play in theaters for a week, and then when they're done with their run for the week, they get officially posted online, and the new trailer for the week starts getting sent out to theaters. Keys start being sent out for projectionists. They start playing. I think that's why the trailers have been leaking on the same day that the previous one gets published to YouTube. Anyway, it's not what this video is about. But that's what Kyle's referring to. Since the fourth one is here now, are we going to see the leaked fifth? I don't think we're going to see a fifth trailer leak because I don't think there's a fifth trailer, at least not at this time. The initial report was that we'd get 4 teasers. And keep in mind, this wasn't a confirmation from Marvel, just some reliable rumors that we'd get 4 teasers over the first 4 weeks of Avatar Fire and Ash. They'd play exclusively each week and then drop online after their week. But there were hopes and speculations that we would get a 5th, 6th, and 7th, some even said an 8th teaser in the same vein as these character-based teasers. Now, I said that I could see there being a 5th, 6th, and 7th teaser, but not an 8th. Pure speculation, by the way. But I thought that because if the reports that the official full trailer will be dropping at the Super Bowl are true, well, if they continued running weekly trailers until then, that would leave them 3 more spots for teasers until we get to the, I believe the Super Bowl's on the 8th, and that's a Monday. But I don't think that's happening now. After the 4th one came out and them dropping this live stream that they did not have beforehand of the Doomsday Clock, and now with the Russo brothers now addressing these four things you've been seeing, they're not teasers, they're not trailers, they're clues, they're stories. Whatever the fuck that means. Anyway, I think the Russo's comments and the live stream starting, I think that's a sign of this being a bookend for this leg of the marketing. So no, I don't anticipate a 5th teaser like the ones that we've gotten with Steve Rogers, Thor, the X-Men, and the Black Panther and Fantastic Four. Maybe we'll get some more later on in the year, but I don't think we're going to be getting a 5th one like this week or next week. I think they're taking a little bit of a break. So, you know, unfortunately, I don't think anytime soon we're going to be getting like a Tobey Maguire one, a Deadpool and Wolverine one, a new Avengers one. None of that's coming, at least anytime soon. And, you know, to top it all off, as I've been teasing throughout this video, the Russos came out and said that these aren't even teasers or trailers or stories or clues, and that we need to pay attention, motherfuckers. We are paying attention. What are we missing? Tell me. What am I missing? Please. I stay up at night. I can't sleep. Seriously, though. I do think the common theme that I'm picking up on is that we're seeing throughout these trailers is, well, yeah, I think it's legacy. Well, we're seeing the hero's connection to their children. Right? Steve Rogers has a son. Thor is praying to Odin, his father, about his daughter. Cyclops, I think, is likely screaming over losing Rachel. Cyclops is also like a son to Charles. The X-Men, you know, they're, of course, children to Xavier, all of the X-Men. Maybe we see Cyclops die. Maybe he dies in that moment. Xavier's mourning over a son. I don't know. maybe Cyclops turns to the dark side, joins Doom or something. We'll just have to see. But then with this teaser, we hear Shuri say that she's lost everyone she loves. Now, that's of course referring to her mother and her brother, but likely that also includes her nephew, Prince T'Challa, T'Challa Jr., who may have been like taken by Doom, because I don't think she would say she's lost everyone she loves if nephew T'Challa is still out there, safe and sound. Now, in this trailer, we also seemingly see the arrival of the Fantastic Four, who are likely there, I think, probably chasing Doom, who has taken their family's child, Franklin. So that's my takeaway of the theme. Stolen children, legacy, our heroes' attachments to their children. That's the story I'm seeing here. Our heroes, our Avengers, they're coming together over a shared loss to avenge that loss. But I'm curious to know, what do you guys think? Am I missing something? Is there a deeper meaning or message or story that I'm not seeing? Please let me hear your thoughts and your theories below. And hey, if you've got a good one, maybe we'll talk about, well, look, let me say, if you leave one and we don't talk about it, that doesn't mean it wasn't a good one, okay? But that's not what it means. But if you've got one that really like stands out that I think might have like some actual validity to it, well, maybe we'll talk about it right here on the channel. Now, before we go, I thought I'd give you my thoughts on these 4 trailers, because this has been a great 4 weeks. We got the Steve Rogers one, the Thor one, the X-Men one, still my favorite, and then the Black Panther and Fantastic Four one. I thought that each of them were really good. I found them all to be exciting. Of course, the confirmation, that Chris Evans is back as Steve Rogers was awesome. The promise of a more serious Thor. The return of the X-Men, of course, had me the most pumped. And we've got now with this 4th one, the return of the crossover with the Black Panther and the Fantastic Four. Seeing King Mbaku of Wakanda introduce himself to the Thing, dude, that just brings it, that brings it back. That brings back that feeling of seeing like an Infinity War when Thor and the Guardians interact for the first time, or Tony and the Guardians. It was those moments of worlds colliding, and pun fully intended, because that's what's happening with the incursions and whatnot. Worlds are colliding. But seriously, a Fantastic Four, standalone teaser, or a Black Panther standalone teaser, I don't know that they would have been on that same level as the other 3. But by having them together and giving us that crossover-ness that we all love, that immediately made this teaser reach the same level of excitement for me personally. After rewatching all 4 of these teasers, the only thing that's coming to mind for me is that theme of legacy. Not only with our heroes having children, but them being legacy heroes, and the passing of the baton theme that we've seen throughout this saga. Steve has passed the Captain America moniker down to Sam, and his legacy is continuing on in Sam. Thor, we saw pass Stormbreaker to Love and Love and Thunder, and now we're seeing him with Stormbreaker, praying to his father, of which Thor carries the legacy of, and with, him being the son of Odin. The X-Men trailer featured not only legacy actors in their character roles, but we hear Magneto talking about legacy. He discusses that the way you die isn't important, but who you are when you close your eyes is what really matters. The legacy that you leave behind. And then, of course, there's Shuri, who is continuing the legacy of Black Panther, and she too will one day pass that down to her nephew, T'Challa Jr., most likely. And as for Ben, look, here's the thing. Guys, I'm going to end it there. Let me know, are you disappointed that this was the last trailer? Are you for now, are you disappointed that there wasn't a Toby one or like a new Avengers one? Do you think there's any significance to there not having been one with like the new Avengers with Yelena and Bucky, not having a Captain America, Sam Wilson and his team one? Is there something kind of weird about that? Is there any significance to the specific groups and specific characters that we got in these 4 trailers? Let me know your thoughts and theories down in the comments below. And if you're new here, be sure to subscribe, hit the bell so you get notified every time I upload a new video. I'll see you guys soon. Bye!